Hi, everyone. Today we have a guest on the TechAISolution Podcast, Bill Drummer. He leads the GPA Logistics Group company he built this company from the ground up, and it's now operating in the multi-state, and it's providing the tailor fulfillment, inventory management, and with a transparent client partnership. So welcome, Bill Drummer. Tell us about yourself and what does your company do?
Hi, thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I'm Bill Drummer, CEO of GPA Logistics Group. I've been in the 3PL industry for over 30 years. Started out like most people in my industry, working on the dock, worked my way up. Eventually, had my own 3PL in New Jersey that I ran for over 18 years, and then moved out
Mhm,
from New Jersey to California in 2013.
mhm,
In 2016, I started GPA Logistics along with my partner, Brent Cantrell. We purchased a small, struggling 3PL in Fontana, California, that we then
mhm.
turned it around. We brought in proper procedures, IT, and started bringing in new clients. So we grew the company since then into what we have right now. We have multiple facilities in California. We have New Jersey. We have Georgia. We operate in Las Vegas, and we provide various services. We do warehousing and fulfillment for B2B clients, importers of all different types of consumer products, shipping to Walmart, Kohl's, Target, Macy's, etc. We do a lot of direct to consumer. We ship over 40,000 direct to consumer orders a day, and we
Mhm.
do Copaco, where we do a lot of assembly and value added services, and we do private warehouse management. We've
Oh,
expanded our services. Basically, what we do is anything within the four walls of the warehouse is our expertise.
okay. So I think you are the complete package. Along with the warehouse opportunity, you also do the service of the delivery, right? So you pack the things, you deliver it to the customer, and it is for both B2B and B2C. Is this right?
Well, almost. The
Okay.
delivery to the customer is UPS, FedEx, the DHL, USPS,
Mm.
etc. if it's going
Okay.
direct to consumer, or if it's going to the
Mm-hmm.
retailers, it goes via different trucking companies. So we warehouse the goods, we inventory, we keep track of the inventory, and we pick and pack all the orders based on our clients' requirements. So our clients are
Mm-hmm.
all the vendors to all the retailers or the online merchants who sell direct to consumer.
Okay. So your industry is more like a 3PL warehouse and
Yes,
logistic, right?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and you have operations in Jersey, New Jersey as well, in California, or just in the California right now?
California is our main area where we have the most out. We have 3 warehouses over there, but we also have 1 in New Jersey, 1 in Atlanta, Georgia as well, and 1 in Las Vegas.
Okay. And your like main office is in California, right?
Main office is in California. Like I said, I moved to California in 2013 because, I was operating in New Jersey, and my clients kept telling me, "We love your service, everything is great, but we're bringing in everything from the Far East, so we're bringing everything into
Mm.
California." So I said, "Look, if
Okay.
all the business is going to California, I'm going to California too."
Yeah, you pivoted a very good time at very good time.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah. So I saw your one of the reference mentioned in the supply chain outlook. Where you mentioned the key differentiator in today's market is the operational transparency, and the fundamental in the visibility is a fundamental requirement, as you completely mentioned. So how do you believe so? Like how operational transparency affects the relationship with the vendors, or how does it affect your business?
Our clients really need to see everything that we're doing in real time because,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're under a tremendous amount of pressure too. Our clients who are shipping to Walmart and Target and all the retailers are under tremendous pressure to ship on time, to ship quickly, to ship accurately. And so they want
Mm-hmm.
to see that when orders come down to us, that we're performing, that we're on time, that we got everything covered, that we're fulfilling the orders entirely. And if we're shipping direct to consumer, the same thing. I mean, today, all consumers are all expecting to receive their orders within 1 or 2 days,
Yeah.
and they want a tracking number as soon as they hit the buy button. So we have to be able to provide that. Our customers have to see it. Their customers have to see it, that everything is going on time, on track, so that they know that we're doing our job, and they know that their customers will be happy. So transparency is really, really key right now. So obviously, we run everything through our warehouse management system, and our warehouse management system gives a portal to our customers where they can log in and see in real time what we're doing. And because within the warehouse, the technology has become so advanced, we scan constantly. Everything in the warehouse goes by barcode, QR code. We scan. If we move a pallet
Mm-hmm.
from 5 feet from this place to that place, it's a scan from here to here. And our customers see all of that. They can see where their inventory is at all time, where we are at all time, where the orders are. And obviously, we use that information as well internally to make sure that
Mm,
our operations are proceeding
yeah.
as necessary.
Yeah, that's rightly said that transparency is the key. So I, from there, thought there was a guest before you at my podcast. He runs this. He's the owner of this warehouse who delivers the uh, big load to the company without damages. So he tran he transfers this mirrors, furnitures. He also talked about the same concept about you mentioned that we are in this industry. You're competing with Amazon in whose customer is expecting a delivery within 1 or 2 days. And
Right.
he was saying that he's also facing this one. Because he can't compete with Amazon, they are everywhere. So they have the transparency in place so that the customer know where exactly their product is going, where exactly it is in that chain right now, so that when they can expect it. So I think the same thing you mentioned about Bill in this one, that you are also solving this problem through the transparency, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We have to, yes,
Yeah.
and it actually benefits everybody. It gives us a lot
Yeah.
more visibility into our own operations. It gives us the ability to analyze how well we're performing and how well our employees are performing, and it gives
Yeah.
our customers the confidence. They look at it, they go, "Okay, everything's working the way it's supposed to. I know it's all going as planned. I can sleep tonight."
Yeah. So let's jump into the industry as a whole now. So where do you think the trend in 3PL warehouse industry? What is the current trend right now in the market from your perspective?
Think that really what's driving the industry now is the same thing driving a lot of industries is technology.
Yeah.
The people and the processes are important, and the company culture is all important. But if you don't
Mm,
have the technology to keep up with what's going on these days, you're going to have issues. It's
right.
just very technology driven. So we've upgraded our warehouse management system to a new one in the past year because the old one was not keeping up with all the newer developments. We use
Mm,
AI programs for retailer compliance. We use a different AI program for returns processing and for returns processing as well. We use an AI program that actually optimizes pick paths for every single wave that we produce of orders that we produce. And when you have
mhm.
that technology and it drives your daily processes, you become efficient and you're able to be accurate and quick and competitive. If you don't have
Yeah.
that today, it's going to be hard to compete.
Exactly. You are on the top of AI development, I believe. So, you mentioned about some of the AI program that you have implemented in your company. Could you explain a little bit? One is the one that you mentioned about optimizing the chain. This chain is you mentioned like from point A to point B, if something is going, you are optimizing the route path for that using AI?
So it's what I was discussing is a program called Lully. What it does is we produce waves of orders, right? Because we do, like I said, we'll
Mm,
do 40,000, let's take the direct to consumer, 40,000 direct to consumer orders a day. And we're picking
mhm.
from over 30 or 40,000 SKUs in the warehouse. So it's a
Okay.
tremendous
Mm,
amount of SKUs. So it's spread out across the warehouse also in bins. So what you want to do is reduce the travel time of the pickers. You don't want people walking
yeah.
all around the warehouse from A to B to pick something. So when
Mm,
we produce a wave of orders, this looks at our warehouse, looks at where everything is in the warehouse and says, okay, give this group to this picker, and here's the most efficient pick path for him. We'll have the least amount of travel and you'll get the orders to the pack station as fast as possible. And it
nice.
looks at every wave individually and makes that determination. So wave one might be the best pick path might be here. Wave two, the best pick path is over there. And it reduces travel time. It increases picking efficiencies. And we're able to produce more orders a day by doing so. And
That makes sense. That makes
yeah, it's
sense.
amazing.
Yeah, that's completely amazing. Like you're implementing the AI in the right way that it should be. So the other fancy word in the warehouse these days is the robotic automation. How much you are familiar with this one, or how much you have implemented in your case?
That's a good question. So we've looked into robotics a lot, and there's a lot of robotics
Mm,
out there, and we've been very, very, very skeptical because a lot of the robotics are what we call flashy new toys that don't really
mhm.
deliver ROI. You have to
Yeah.
really look, is it really going to pay off, or is it just going to look impressive? And until recently, I would tell you that I wasn't really impressed with most of the robotics out there because even though it looks good, it doesn't. We can work faster with the
Yeah.
software. I think the software is more important. The software, the AI is more important. We can work
Yeah.
faster utilizing that. But recently, we started to see some robotic systems that really are worthwhile. So we did
Hmm.
purchase a sorter, a 3D
Hmm.
sorter. It's called a 3D sorter for one of our facilities, and we're looking into another robotic system right now, also for bin picking of
Hmm.
individual orders. So I would caution anybody when it comes to robotics, look at the
Yeah.
implementation cost and look at the actual ROI. But what is good is I'm beginning to see robotics companies are beginning to work to a HaaS model, a hardware as a service
Yeah.
model, which makes implementation and procurement of these services affordable.
Yeah, that's right. Bill, you mentioned about the robotics one. So my previous guest also had the same kind of skepticism in their thoughts, and some of them implemented it. They also said that it is not that kind of efficient that we were
Mhm.
expecting. So you rightly mentioned that it's not at that stage. We just juggling around with the robotics, and I'm personally believe that within 2 or 3 years, the industry will be doomed by this all robotics in the warehouse, and ultimately we will all the owners and all the stakeholders will get benefit out of that robotic automation, but at this point of time we are not that much efficient, so we can
It's on
implement
its
right
way
away.
there. It's on its way there, but
Yeah,
it's still got a little way to go.
still, exactly. And right away you're moving forward with the technology in the system itself rather than in the physical operations, right?
Yes.
That's good. So now on the next question. So talking about your business specifically, what's working well for your business right now, and what is the one thing that you want to completely change or could be a challenge for you in this business? So I want to know about these two things.
What's working well for us? I think
Yeah.
we have, in
Mhm.
addition to the technology that we implement, I think our company culture is good. We have good people. We have people who understand that what we try to implement, we try to make our employees understand is what we're doing, how it affects our customers. I'll give you an
Mhm.
example. If we're shipping 1,000 direct-to-consumer orders today, right? And we ship
Mhm.
998 of them perfectly. And two of them, we
Mhm.
made a mistake, right? What happens? Those two people who got the wrong order, they're the first two who are going to go online and complain about it, right? And that
Yeah.
means that our customers got two negative reviews, even though
Mhm.
998 orders went out correctly. So if an employee tells me, look, I know I made a mistake, but look how many I did right. I said, I know, but look at the mistake and look at the repercussions of that mistake. You have to
Mhm.
understand how what we do affects our customers' businesses. So
Yeah.
we educate our employees what does chargebacks mean and what do mispicks mean and how it affects them, and they become aware of the implications and they become much more considerate and much more concentrate much more on making sure that what we do is accurate and makes our customers happy. And when our customers are happy, they tell us they're satisfied, and
Yeah.
that makes everybody happy. And that leads to a happy workforce,
Yeah.
which leads to better production. So it's
That's a good
kind
one.
of it's working for us. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And what's the challenging
Challenge is
that you want to
growth.
change? Yeah.
Growth is challenging. Growth is challenging. Obviously, this
Mhm.
competition is always somebody who's gonna be cheaper than you,
Yeah.
regardless and no matter what, so that's challenging. Right now, the fluctuations in the real estate market are very, very challenging. I mean, real estate prices
Mhm.
went up dramatically 2 years ago, and they dropped dramatically now recently, so you
Yeah.
have to be very careful with your leases and what you're buying. And, consolidation of the retailers are also a challenge because there's fewer and fewer large retailers as more and more of them are going out of business, which means it's much more concentrated on the Walmart and Kohl's and the few of them that are doing okay. And,
Mhm.
you have to make sure that our customers, the vendors, are doing well with them. Otherwise, there's not a lot of
Yeah.
other options for them.
You mentioned about the growth challenge. So how you want to tackle this growth challenge? You want to get more shippers for the warehouse? You want to get more B2C customers? How do you see this challenge to be solved?
We want to get more we obviously wanna grow, we obviously want more customers,
Mhm.
we wanna make sure that our customer base are the right customers who are going to succeed themselves, because we succeed if they
Mhm.
succeed.
Yeah.
So that's important for us as well. The right mix of customers, let's put it that way. We're
Yeah.
particular specialists in apparel. Apparel is like
Hmm.
50% of our business. It's a very difficult vertical is apparel. And at one point years ago, I had all my customers were apparel customers. And what that meant
Hmm.
was that our business would fluctuate up and down along with the apparel industry seasonally. It was very difficult to manage.
Yeah.
So a good mix of customers is important for us also. So now we have 50% apparel, but the other 50% is electronics and health and beauty and home textiles and other consumer products. So it evens out our
Hmm.
year as far as capacity and as far as volume, and it makes for much that's a challenge to
Hmm.
make sure that your business has the right balance of customers
Yeah.
and the right balance so you don't become overcapacity and you're never looking at empty space in the warehouse at the same time.
That's right. Now moving forward with that one. Currently, your B2C for like 40,000 you mentioned. your direct consumer products you have. So this is actually somebody who's selling on the Amazon. He is putting in your warehouse and he's sending it to the customer. You're not involved with the customer directly, right? So you have
Correct.
those shippers, I would say, who host their product on your warehouse. Is that right?
Right. So the shippers hold the product in our warehouse and they sell it through different platforms. Either they have their own online
Yeah.
site, or they'll
Mm-hmm.
sell it through Shopify. They'll ship Nordstroms.com, Macy's.com, Kohl's.com, even Walmart.com. All of
Mm-hmm.
those sites, when the customer receives the goods, they think they got it from Walmart.com or they got it from Nordstroms.com. It really comes from us.
Yeah, that's exactly that's
Right.
where you come into, right?
Right.
Everybody believes it's coming directly from their warehouse, but that's not true. That's the
No,
back end story.
comes from us.
And if we were talk about the profitability of the B2B and B2C customer, like if I'm considering B2C, those direct 40,000 consumer products. So which thing is more profitable in your case?
In general, B2C, direct to consumer is more profitable.
Okay.
But only because of our efficiencies, because it's very labor intensive. It's much
Yeah,
more labor intensive to ship individual orders than it is to ship Walmart, a trailer load of pallets.
that makes
But
sense. Yeah.
but at the same time, if we're able to be competitive in price and be very efficient, then at that point it becomes more profitable for us. But either way, both sides work for us. We're good with both. And we
Yeah.
also do a lot of value-added services. If you walk into a Costco or a Sam's Club and you see the pallet, the displays, the corrugated displays that are filled
Mm.
with product,
Yeah.
so we do a lot of work where we assemble those displays. We assemble and we fill those displays,
Okay.
and then we ship them out to all the different Costco, Home Depot stores, etc.
Mm-hmm.
That's a division within our company that's also
Mm-hmm.
very, very profitable for us. We're very good at it, and
Yeah.
it's been a real growth driver for us as well.
That's good. That's good. So, Bill, we have talked about the business, we talked about the industry. So now coming back again to the your business. So how do you see, like, where do you see yourself or this company in from 6 to 12 months? So where do you want to take this company in 6 to 12 months coming in the future?
I'd like to be in a few more I'd like to grow to a few more different states. I'd like to become national. Right now, like I said, we're in a few different states, but we don't yet have a facility in the middle of the country, in Dallas or in Chicago. I'd like to look at those areas to expand into, and maybe something
Hmm.
in the Northwest. Looking to do
That's
that.
nice.
Just I'd like to continue to grow.
That's growth is the key to survive in this industry. That's right. You
Mhm.
need to grow in order to survive, right? Thank you, Bill. I'm done with all the questions. You have anything for me you want to ask?
No, I don't want to ask anything. I just want to say thank you. I appreciate it. I don't know if you could tell or not, but I really enjoy what I do. I think this is a really
Yeah.
fascinating industry. Every day is a new challenge. I've been doing it a long time, and I still really enjoy it.
That's a good one. Like you mentioned at the starting that you worked at the like bottom level and then created the company and now it's at such a scale. That's the inspiration for both people like me and anybody or the listeners side. Do you are a motivational person for us, Bill? Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for joining us today.
Okay.
Please do like, share, and subscribe TechAISolution channel for more up-to-date discussions.